god! One of the things I want to do is the main big task I have at hand.
Every fact related to you is a weird fact.
I have a really exciting delivery that's coming today. Good morning. It is Sunday morning. I am starting this day much later than I start all my other days. It is about 9:15 a.m. and if you watch my vlogs regularly, you know that when I get out of the bed, first thing I ever do is jump in for a shower. But I want to get a certain amount of cleaning done today, so I'm going to be taking a shower a little bit later. It's time for a Sunday reset kind of situation, and I'm going to take you along with me. So let's go. This is 100% those kind of winter mornings, Bombay winter, don't come for me, where it's so pleasant, you feel all cuddly and want to stay in the sheets for as long as you can. Look who's come. Hi. Let me get to cleaning up. I want to make breakfast. Let me get to cleaning up quickly and then I'll make breakfast for you. To hata. Oh god! Jerry! Why are you like this? Baba! I just did the bed and you've just ruined it. What are you doing?
Catch a pillow.
What are you
Catch a pillow. Wow.
Gerard, you're really an idiot.
One flat.
Swap them. Flat it. सुनते नहीं हो.
अरे मैं क्या करूँ अगर ये ढिला है तो?
क्या है?
ढिला है तो. Flat नहीं है.
I married a madman. What? What are you looking for?
My wife.
The wife is here. So
I'm clingy this morning.
you're clingy every morning.
Not every morning.
I'm not complaining. I don't mind it. So I was gonna make breakfast because I thought Adha would come later, but she's come, so she's making upma. And the minute I hear a breakfast and start needing my breakfast, I'm a very breakfast person. The second I brush my teeth, okay, fun fact, it's like it activates the hunger pangs in me.
That's not a fun fact, that's a weird fact.
It's a weird fact, it truly is. I'm one of those people, once I brush, I cannot wait for breakfast. So I actually wasn't gonna brush. I was gonna go make the eggs and then come back for brushing and then have the breakfast. But since Adha's come early / on time, pretty much, I thought she would come late because it's Sunday. Sundays sometimes she comes late. Okay, now is this gonna be a fun fact or is this gonna be a weird fact?
Every fact related to you is a weird fact.
Thanks, man. Even though I am not taking a shower, which is a weird thing for me, and I have errands to do, I am gonna change into my lenses. I don't know if you can tell, my specs are basically slipping off my nose at this point, and it makes me a little bit and I can't see you at all. It makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Wait, I'm gonna splash some water on my face first. It makes me a little bit uncomfortable to have my specs kind of falling off. So I am gonna wear my lenses. The main big task I have at hand is clearing up things from this big pharmacy shelf situation that I have in my bathroom, because I'm realizing that I have a lot of new products that I need to start putting into my rotation. I mean, I rotate amongst this in itself also, but I have newer launches that I want to put into my rotation that I just haven't had the time to put in because I don't see it here, and because I don't see it here, it doesn't land up being into my system, if that makes sense. I'm sorry I'm speaking extra slow this morning. It's because you're typically used to seeing me brushed and either having already had breakfast or actively having that breakfast. And that's where I'm at. So I definitely need to get this. So I will shower after I do this because यहाँ पे बहुत साफ सफाई मुझे करनी होगी. In case you're wondering, there's no Paro Kala today. She's on leave for the weekend pretty much. She should come back tonight. And I'm by myself on this project, but let's see if I can rope Jerry into it to help me. I don't know, fingers crossed. But it's also his Sunday, so I'm not like hell-bent on bringing him. Oh my god, is my Gizu, can you see the 2 layers here? I've only used this on 1 or 2 trips, so it's quite full, even though I got it I think I got it a while ago, to be honest. I can't put a timeline on it at the moment. We will do a bunch of things and go through this day. I'm gonna brush now and see you outside while having nashta. Gym class today. The gym class I'm going to be doing is going through all of these shelves, cleaning out while I listen to a podcast episode. The plan with these shelves, by the way, is just to put out the products that I'm done using, not using actively. Some of this could have expired, so checking on that. And just making room for new things I want to introduce into my rotation. Some of the things that are not over here rather are in my rotation and literally kept here on the surface or in my office, so I need to just find one cohesive space to put all of them in. Here's hoping I can do it. Send me good juju, please. One of the things I want to do in this kitchen, I told you that I've given us the deadline of mid-Feb end for the new house situation. So one of the things that I want to do in case we do land up staying in this house is replicate the same cabinets on top, so then you can't see all the pasara kept on top. My pantry has also become too small for us. This area is typically what we use as a pantry, wo to barabar se ban bhi nahi ho raha. I need to rearrange that as well. And I keep getting more and more snacks because the team works from here, and of late my mom-in-law also has been sending things via courier for us. What she makes at home, she's been sending here for us as well. So I need more space. I'm really grateful for the fact that we have this existing space, but I know that we need more space. One of the other upgrades that I am actively on the lookout for is that I want to go and buy a washer dryer, which I know is going to be a little bit of an issue for storage, which means I'm going to be sacrificing one of the storage sections here in the kitchen. There was a washer dryer का जगह पहले से, but इसको वहाँ पे हमने normal storage रख दिया था. So I know that that's going to end up becoming a pick between kind of situation. But at this point, I have to go for it simply because, you know, my studio room is full of clothes जो सूखते रहते हैं, and I would like to be able to shoot my especially beauty content and just content in general also in peace without having to move things around. So I just kind of want to try and optimize the space. This is all in, like, the caveat is that if we're sticking to this place and not moving, because I don't want to land up doing these changes and then moving, right? That doesn't help at all. I'm also going to land up at some point then making that IKEA run that I think I've mentioned before, because then I will need more storage for the office room as well. Trying to remove the keema. It's Sunday, and if you know me, Sunday is keema day, but I didn't eat keema for breakfast today. I actually ate upma for breakfast, and in a strange twist of things, I ate chicken lollipops for breakfast because Adda, our cook, made them at home, and she said that she'll fry them and give them to me fresh, hot and crispy. So I ate upma and then I had chicken lollipops. My Sunday reset is clearly a little bit lazy this time. Lazy in the sense that थोड़ा सा मैं chill कर रही हूँ basically. I want to sit down and do like a little bit of I'm forgetting words. I want to sit down and do like a little bit of skincare, self-care today. But I also have to go and finish some paperwork. Even though I know like it's Sunday and all of that, that absolutely needs to be done. Like it's something I want to send out tomorrow first thing. So figuring whether it should be done today or maybe later at night. I'm really hoping to meet some of my college friends this evening. I haven't seen them in a while. Life really just has happened now while growing up, and work and everyone's schedules and all of that. So today we are all meeting up, hopefully. All meaning 3 of us I think are getting together. And gonna go hang at some new cafe they were mentioning. So probably gonna go do that in the evening. Before that I want to go over to my parents and say hi to them because they've just come back from 4 days in Ajmer. So that's what's been going on at the moment. I want to film some sit down content with y'all, for y'all, not with y'all, for y'all in the week to come. So I posted a community post on YouTube. If you're subscribed to my channel, which I really do hope you are you hitting that like button often enough? Please do, because like that means the world to me, and that also helps me with the growth of my YouTube channel. I've asked you guys what you want to see, so I'm gonna go back to that post at the end of the day, and I think it'll just be interesting to see what are the requests that you guys are making of me. I am not gonna eat this hari mirchi. I cannot do hari mirchi at all. लाल मिर्ची, not मिर्ची तो कोई भी फॉर्म में ना करूं, बट खाने में मैं लाल मिर्ची कर लूं, हरी मिर्ची मुझसे बिल्कुल टॉलरेट नहीं होती. मेरा खाना तैयार है. I am going to sit and have my keema pao, and then I want to show you a very exciting delivery that just arrived. No, it is not a Zara haul. I know I have been doing a lot of Zara hauls. Last night I was on the Zara app and told myself, stop it, snap out of it, begging too much. So yeah. Smells so good. Alhamdulillah. Gonna sit, gonna eat, and catch up with you in a short bit. So I have a really exciting delivery that's come in today, and this is something that we've been wanting to do for a while, and we've been refraining from it because we said maybe it's an additional kharcha, maybe even though it's not a big kharcha, it's still a kharcha. Every rupee counts at the end of the day. I think we've been talking about it since Verified turned 1, right? So we ordered 3 very specific things. One of these you've already seen, especially if you have been a Verified customer. I'm worried about opening it, and then ruining the way. You'll have to take it to the warehouse, no? Wrong one. This is what I was worried about. Wait, I want to show you first one that you have probably seen, like I said, if you've been a Verified customer. When you buy from us, you get these cute little thank you notes, and we ran out of those thank you notes, so we made a fresh set. So from the 3 things that we've ordered, one of them is this. I'm quickly going to show you in case you haven't bought from Verified. You can take a look. It has my handwriting on it, and it says thank you with a couple of QR codes that lead you to the website, to our Instagram, and to the YouTube. His cutting is not very clean this time. The cutting was cleaner last time, see. We're observing things obviously because we've literally just opened it. But these are better jelly. Usme cutting thodi si uneven hai. Dekho. And the other side says a little bit about Verified. This is what is written over here. You can take a screenshot and read it later, or I can read it to you. Verified is a brand that's born out of love for makeup, not for how it makes one look, but for how it makes one feel. Truly inclusive to everyone at the core. Here's a brand that agrees you don't need anyone's approval. I am verified. That's a hashtag. I am verified by my own choice, and so are you. Duty, after all, should be like democracy. Allow it to steer you the way you choose. This is our little brand ethos note. Number 1. I'm moving it this side. So move it this side?
Yeah.
Jerry and I are both seeing it for the first time. He's done a good job. We switched printers a couple of times in the middle just to try and see who's doing what. I feel like the previous printer's cutting was smoother and better. But I think his printing is better. No?
True.
Okay, then I don't know how to show them this. It's my business card. I mean, it has my phone number on it, so I don't exactly know how I can show this on video. So I'm gonna obviously blur it out a little bit. Please don't mind. It feels so nice to the touch. So the back side of the card has a couple of QR codes again, which take you to either my Instagram or the brand's Instagram. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my finger over the number. Wait, this is how I can show it to you. There's a verified, gold foil effect everywhere over here. It has my name, designation, email ID, and phone number. We used to just kind of give the phone numbers to people verbally. I used to sometimes just save people's numbers and leave them missed calls. But I like missed calls so they can save my number, not missed calls, because I'm like trying to save my money. But that sounds
Very nice.
You like? I think the paper feels really nice.
Looks nice. Feels nice.
Feels nice, yeah. The gold foil has turned out really well, mashallah. Alhamdulillah, I'm so happy. But I wanted to get these done because I deal with the vendors. Jerry deals with the logistics, deals with all our third parties that we've said yes to and are in process of having discussions with. So I really needed this. And then our third thing over here. So this is new and this is new. So that's 2 out of 3 things that are new. If you guys ask for me to sign things very often, I sign the product in itself or the mono carton in itself, but there have been instances where people have asked for a little note from me that's signed. So far I would just take like a plain white paper note and sign on it and send it and like write a little note for you. But I wanted to create something that was branded. Also when we send out PR, I feel like it just creates a nice brand introduction. Do you want to show them this?
No, go on.
See?
Go on.
See and show na. You also do. Even I'm looking at it on another one. Feels nice to the touch for sure. I'm so happy. We went through a few different paper thicknesses, GSMs, and I'm really happy with this. Show them. Yeah. And it basically is like this. It's completely matte black. And is it picking up? Yeah. And then you open it so I have room to write whatever I want to, and then it has both my Instagram handle and like all handles basically, because my everything is pretty much Aanam C, and also has the verified one. Yeah, that's what we're looking at.
Very nice.
Yeah, his cutting on this is much better than the cutting on those notes. This is like really good cutting and print. I only feel like the cutting on that first one is not like our last set. It feels really, really nice.
It does.
Oh my god, I'm so happy. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. I get really happy about things like this, like things like stationery and things like... It's weird because I'm such a paperless person, but I've been such a stationery person all my life. All my life up until a conscious move to become paperless, and now I think I'm mostly paperless. Although I love paper and I know it gets recycled, so this is not me saying, oh, I'm better because I'm paperless. No, I'm not. Paper gets recycled, so I don't think there's any downside to being paperless or someone that loves paper.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there. But I feel like if I didn't have like, if I wasn't like a creator or whatever, I in some capacity or the other would have landed up with like a stationery brand or an organizing brand, something on those lines.
Quite possible.
Hannah, it would be very like on brand for me. I have a lot of notes to write and give you because we have one entire lot of PR that hasn't gone out to people. The packages are just sitting ready at the warehouse, and we didn't send them because we said if we're sending them in 2023 in the new year, it would be nice to send them
with a little notes.
With a little note and with our branded notes, not on like normal paper. I feel like a baby brand is growing. Makes me so happy to see like these little growths, which somebody else might think is really stupid. I fully understand. But to us, these are like little changes, little upgrades that we have looked forward to. मैं करती हूँ. So you need to take
this
only this.
And the notes that you bring.
Take half the notes.
What will I do with half the notes if I have to bring it back here for you to...
No, but what if you need to sign and send something?
No one asks me to sign.
No, but it's nice. Somebody asks for a note and keep some at the warehouse and we'll keep some.
But what will I do there?
One of the mistakes I realized I made while doing my skincare shelf reset today is that while I made space and all of that, I have to pull everything out of the other cupboard and put it in the space that I have made on the shelves because there's new products that I need to put in.
So I've made some space. I know it still looks like a lot, so you're like, where the hell was the space? But I did take out about 25-ish items, 23, 25-ish items. So I have space to throw in the new products into rotation. Like, I am going to try the Deepika Padukone products really soon. I know I'm super late on the train. Everyone else has already started trying those products. But I wanted to do it when I was in the mode for new products and not just kind of for the heck of it. Like, there are some Saturday Skin products, there's some Sunday Riley products. I have all of them ready to put into my shelf rotation. That's where I'm at the moment.
Unflattering bathroom angles with Aanam. This is one of those, if you know, you know things, because I've been talking about it and referring to it for a few years. I just went and dug into the box that I kept for new products over here, but I'm thinking, since I want to do first impressions of some of those applications, maybe I shouldn't put them over here. I'm confused, and as I often reference to things, the lack of space throws me off. The lack of optimizing of the space that does exist also. So that's me taking, you know, just taking time to figure things out. Like I said, I am opening one new thing, the Sunday Riley CEO Vitamin C Hydration Cream, because I realized I actually haven't put any cream on my face since morning, which is so unlike me. But this is not Jerry. I need to go open this one side. When I can, I hold on to these, but today I'm not going to hold on to it. Today I'm just gonna throw it because it is not likely for me to travel with this. I especially hold on to the inner lid. Brain fart. In those packages that I think I'm very likely to travel with. This has a fragrance, huh? It has that orange citrus-ish fragrance. Not a strong one, it's a mild one. But I'm just putting it out there because I don't love fragrances in skincare. Like, if it goes away in the next 5-10 minutes, then that's fine. If it stays for a bit longer, then I am not going to enjoy using the product. Even if the fragrance is nice, it's not like the fragrance bothers me. Like, as the fragrance, I like that citrusy zone. But I just don't want fragrance on my skin. It's one of those things. Texture is nice, went on so nicely. Not sticky. It's leaving that nice soft layer, which feels like it'll get absorbed really fast. But of course, we'll only find that out after a few minutes or an hour. I actually want to sit and try a few different products. But in the office, I've completely moved the table up. Let me show you really quickly so you'll understand how I'm currently operating, and then you will tell me in the comments that the real Sunday reset needs to happen in the office, to be honest, because that whole space quite up and down. I'm gonna take you and show you. So for the past week, I've just consistently left the table like that. Easier, my life makes simple. What am I saying? What's happening to my words? Easier and makes my life simpler to film. The light and the steam iron. It looks like a ghost. I don't know what's happening to the light. One sec. Kapde literally sukh rahe hain yahan pe, as I have told you. This is the box full of things that I'm keeping for myself to try, do reviews on, and just in general backups and things like that. Anomaly shampoos, and then there's more anomaly shampoos inside. Those all I'm keeping. These are just PR things that are kept that I will end up using in either giveaways or to give friends when they come over. Yesterday my bhabhi had come over and she took a bunch of things that she wanted, and then everything else over here is essentially excess except for that one box which I'm keeping as mine. So I actually wanted to sit here and film a little skincare routine for you guys in this vlog, but I realized that I will have to move things around, then I will have to move the lighting, I will have to use the daylight, so I'll have to move the table all the way. I sound weird and you may not relate to it, I understand, but this is just me telling you how much mess tends to affect my mental state. When I see things that are organized and kept well, I feel productive and I feel like let's get up and take the day and seize the day and that whole thing. And then when I see mess, it affects me in a whole other light. So working through it, figuring out how I could best potentially make the most of my space for. And like I said, there's a deadline this time. I don't want to keep going back into it because it's going to sound like I'm complaining, or it's going to sound like ये obsessive है. Obsessive इस बात को लेकर हूँ मैं थोड़ी सी, वो मैं मान लूँगी.
but it's gonna sound like repetitive to you, so I don't want to do that. BRB, it's a little bit of magic Harry Potter time. I am gonna end this vlog here because I'm gonna leave, go meet my mum, hang out with a couple of friends. I want to kind of just take this Sunday to myself, to be honest. To myself in a not, I say it wrong, I'm sorry, not to myself, but spend time with the people that I love and that I don't actually see all that often. Like I said, my parents have just come back after a few days and I haven't seen my friends in a while, so just gonna try to make the most of my Sunday, which is usually so to myself. I try to do dinner with my parents once a week at least. I haven't done it this week at all. I don't know if I'll stay there all the way till dinner, but I definitely want to go and meet them. Now it is 5:12 p.m. literally speaking. This video's where fam comment shout out goes to Kritika Kataria. Thank you for your lovely comments. You know I'm always reading, liking, hearting and responding to each and every one of you. I really do hope you guys use the hashtag WhereFam, so I look for those comments when I'm doing these WhereFam comment shout outs. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. It's a little bit different because I feel like this vlog felt a little bit more like how I used to vlog. I don't know why, it just does feel like that, and I hope that you will come back for more. I hope you will subscribe, you will hit that bell notification on. Even that feels like the good old times. I haven't done that in a while. I will see you in the next one. Bye.